To compute or not compute? That is the question. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Another week in paradise. Summer, it's warming up. It's currently about 34 degrees this afternoon. So we're certainly coming into summer here now in beautiful Queensland. If you've been watching the channel over the last few weeks, you would have heard me make mention of a new bicycle computer that I had come across. And that is this little bugger here. It is the Meilan M2 GPS core bicycle computer. Now this video isn't an unboxing. I've been using this computer for a bit over a month now to test it for this review. Also too, it's not like all my other gear where I have purchased it myself. The company Meilan reached out to me via the Old Bum Facebook page and asked if I would be interested in testing and reviewing their product. That I did gladly, but in saying that, I am not receiving any kickbacks. I'm not being paid for this. I did it on the proviso that I could do a fair and honest review about the product. So let's get into it. So like I said, it's the Meilan M2 GPS core bicycle computer. It is Ant Plus and Bluetooth 4.0 compatible. It will pair to your current Ant Plus or Bluetooth sensors. I have Garmin GC10s both on my Kona and on the Cube, and it pairs straight away. It also pairs to your heart rate monitor. I have several Garmin heart rate monitors so that it pairs to quite easily. It also is pairable to power meters. Bluetooth 4, it will connect to your phone via the Meilan app, although I haven't used the app that much, so I won't comment on that today. I'm just going to talk about the computer. The app, to me, every time I stop to take a photo I would have to reconnect the phone, so maybe it's something in my settings. I'll probably use the app a little bit to have a look at it in the new year. So let's have a look what we get in the box. As we open the box, we see that first up we have the Meilan M2. And there's the micro USB cord, the bag containing the mounts, the handlebar mount and some spacers, there's some zip ties and the stem mount. And of course you get an Allen key to mount it all. So that's it, pretty simple. I love the idea that they include the handlebar mount and the stem mount in that package. To buy one separately for another big name computer that I've had to do, you're looking at $35 for the mount. Now, setting up is pretty simple. Let's have a look at that. You turn the unit on by a long press of the power button, and then short presses of the power button control the backlight. There are two brightness settings. Using the center and the right buttons, we then can scroll and adjust. Here we are adjusting the time settings. As we go down to the next setting, we see our weight, and as we scroll down we can choose between pounds and kilograms. We're in kilograms here, so we'll continue to scroll with the right and adjust the button, the settings with the middle button. We have a choice between sound on or sound off. I like little buzzers and beepers as I'm riding, keeps me occupied. And then we have an altimeter and our odometer that we can set, which is a good idea really, because if you get a new computer, if your old one died, you can set this to keep a track of what you've done for the month or so forth. And then we come into our pairing, and we can see down the left hand side we see the speed, the cadence and also the heart rate. Then we want to continue through and find our wheel size setting. We're doing the Kona here, so it's a 700 by 40C rim
and it's a 2200mm wheel size. And then we come into our pair mode and we see that, and we can see the icons down the left hand side flashing. We come to our speed and cadence sensor, reset it and turn off the unit, turn it back on, and then we can see that we are neatly paired. Now we have it set up, we can have a look at the screen and we can start at the top left hand corner of the unit, and we can see our time of day, then we have our temperature. Coming down we have our speed. There is also a lap setting, and above that you can see the battery power icon. Below that we have our time and then our distance. Moving across to the left bottom we have our heart rate, we have our cadence, and then back to our speed and the top again.
And that is it in a nutshell. If you only have one bike, it's simple: set, forget, leave, never have to worry about it again. You can of course do adjustments to settings and so forth like that along the way, such as your weight and etc. Now if you have two bikes, and this is probably my only dislike about the computer, and that it only has one bike profile. I know its big brother, the M1, has two bike profiles, and it will also GPS navigation on it as well. But really in the end it's not really a game changer. It doesn't take that much to repair it to another bike, and so let's have a look at that here.
Now again, long press on the power button to start it, and the bottom left hand button takes us back to settings. A long press on that, and as you can see your time zone and your weight. We want to scroll through all this, we don't need to change any of that, and we keep scrolling until we come and see a clear pair. Now the left button says no, you don't want to clear, and the middle button is yes, you want to clear the pair. So we want to push the middle button. As you can see, things are flashing there, we're neutral. Want to go over and we want to reset our Garmin. Now sometimes you don't have to do this. I found that it is sometimes not necessary to reset it. We'll pick it up again. And of course we can see things starting to pair. We want to set our wheel size. Tyre size is much bigger on the cube than it is on the Kona. And so we set that, comes back, and then we turn off and turn back on, and we have ourselves a pairing to a new bike.
It's pretty straightforward and pretty much like your original setup. Now the computer is compatible to upload via your computer using the USB cable to either the Meilan app, or you can upload it to Commute, to Strava Direct, or to Garmin Connect. I have my Strava, my Commute and my Relive all connected through to my Garmin, so once I share it to Garmin, it shares it across the board to all my other apps. The only thing I've got to do is go into that app then and change the name or the title of the activity. So let's have a look at that.
Now of course it's as simple as plugging the USB cord and joining the bike computer to your desktop or laptop. I'm yet to try it on my phone. I'll have to try that and get back to you and see if it'll go directly to my phone. But then you come in, you want to go to your favourite app. You sign in. We're using Garmin at this stage. You go up to the upload data, go into browse, you look for the Meilan, which will show up on your computer in your documents, and then look for the file you want to upload, double click, and then press import data. Doesn't take long to upload. Now it does upload via a fit file, and as we can see, here it is.
Now the computer has, according to the instructions, a 25-hour battery life without using the backlight. I find it to be pretty accurate, and as a bicycle tourer, bike packer, you get 3 8-hour days out of this, no worries at all before recharging. And its recharge time isn't that long. I think it only takes a couple of hours to recharge. They say in the instructions that it has a water rating of IPX5. I haven't had a chance to test that out because we've had no rain since I've had the computer. IPX5 basically means showers, general rain, whatever. It wouldn't, I dare say, wouldn't be waterproof in a torrential downpour or if you fell into the river.
Now it goes into a semi-sleep mode when you stop for a while. As you can see, it just goes down to that. But once you start pedaling or moving the bike again, bang, it comes back alive again. It also has a sleep mode. If you want to go to coffee, you turn it off and then turn it back on. There it all is again. Saved your data and you can keep riding. Or if you want to finish the ride, a long press on the play and pause button and it will save your information.
I will say this for this little computer. It is bloody tough. I have a bad habit of going out for a ride in the morning and carrying way too much in my hands at one time. Water bottles, helmet, shoes, and of course bike computer. And I can't tell you how many times I've dropped this since I have had it. It even survived this. So the computer can be found on Meilan's Amazon site. It retails for I think around $79.99, just under $80. And I wish this was around when I had bought my first bicycle computer, which was a Bontrager. It was pretty much the same price as this, and all it had was cadence, speed and time, nothing else. And I'll leave a link down below in the description if you want to go and check this little baby out. Again, I am not receiving any commissions or any kickback from that link. So, my honest opinion of this computer. I highly recommend it, guys. Now, I'm not one to jump in and say I highly recommend something. I usually let you know what works and what doesn't work for me, but I like it. And for a budget computer, $80, it's got a lot going for it. Like I said, it's tough, it's compatible to such a variety of sensors. You can upload it to your favourite apps. It's small and compact. I like it. I like it. I would like to eventually in the new year try out the big brother to this, the M1, which has a double bike profile and GPS navigation. Which brings me to something else. You know, you don't really need a bike computer to navigate with these days. I've found with my big name bike computers, they were alright for navigating on the road, but they weren't that great for navigating off-road. So you would have to go into something like Commute, where you could go off-road and navigate your route onto that and then load the GPX file up onto your computer as a course and keep it as that. Plus they only have a new screen. And with the variety of apps that you've got out there that can navigate for you on your smartphone today with a large screen, you really don't need a bicycle computer to navigate with. So guys, I have to be honest, this is a great little computer. But for me guys, it gets a big thumbs up. It's a bloody good little computer, and I'm more than happy with it. Yeah, it has a couple of little quirks that you do get used to it, but what piece of electronic technology doesn't? Like I said, the only negative that I've got is the one bike profile, but that is easily enough sorted out, so it's not a major problem. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thumbs up to the Meilan M2 GPS Core Bicycle Computer from the old bum. I'm going to be out on the bike again tomorrow. That's about a week and a half after surgery, so I am looking forward to a light ride in the morning. Until the next one guys, cheers and keep it safe out there, eh?